Hello everyone, welcome to Mass Online Institute of Physics. So in the present video, we'll be discussing regarding the use of amplifier as a transistor. Initially, we'll be discussing the working of transistor as an amplifier. Then we'll derive some important formula which we'll be applying in the problem. And the problems given here are from the previous JEE and NEET examination. So let us understand what is the meaning of amplifier. Before watching the video, please do subscribe the channel and share it among your friends. So let us understand what is the meaning of amplifier. So amplifier is a device which is used to increase the strength of a signal. What does it do? It increases the strength of a signal. So let me explain it with you an example. Suppose this is an input signal, this is voltage, this is an input signal which is changing with respect to time. Let me draw some random signals, not any particular signal, let me draw some random signals. This is the input signal. Now I want to increase the strength of the signal. Then what I will be doing? I will be using a device called as amplifier. Now what does this amplifier do? This amplifier now increases the strength of the signal without changing the particular signal. Without changing the signal, it will just increase this amplitude. So after amplifying this, the signal might have become something like this. This amplitude of the signal has been increased. Now where do we see these amplifiers? These amplifiers are present inside our mobile phones. Then it is also available in our computers and microphones. Everywhere in tape recorders we can see this amplifier. You might have seen that someone, suppose in a speech a person is speaking through this microphone, and this microphone is attached to a amplifier. This microphone will be attached to an amplifier, and from this amplifier it is given the output to a loudspeakers, such that a huge amount of audience will be able to hear whatever the person is saying through this microphone. So here what does a microphone amplifier does? Whatever the signal it is receiving from the microphone, it will increase the strength of that signal and it will give it as an output to the loudspeaker. I hope you understood what is the meaning of amplifier. Now we'll study how we can use a transistor for amplifying a signal. So this is the circuit of an amplifier using a transistor. So here I have taken common emitter transistor, common emitter configuration transistor, and this is the transistor is NPN transistor. I have taken NPN transistors. Here emitter is common for both collector region and base region. Now here Vi represents the input voltage signal and V0 represents the respective output voltage signal. So let me explain why we are using this capacitor. Then we'll be going on to the formulas given in this particular circuit. Let me draw this input signal region. This is input signal, and here we have used a capacitor. We'll understand why we are using a capacitor in this particular circuit. This is battery, this is negative signal, and this is positive. This is DC battery, and this is alternating. See here, our signal will be changing with respect to time. Our signal will be changing with respect to time. So this is called as alternating signal. Alternating signal. And here the battery source will be giving which signal? It is a direct signal. Now see here why we are using this direct capacitor here. So what is the specialty of capacitor? Capacitor allows only AC signals, whereas it blocks DC signals. See here, this is the positive terminal of the battery. If this is the negative terminal of the battery, we know that current will flow from this region. Now if this current reaches this input signal, then there will be some variation, there will be some problem in the input signal, because this current is going to the input signal. In order to block this input, in order to block this current, we are using this capacitor. What does this capacitor do? This capacitor blocks this DC current. This capacitor blocks this DC voltage, and it allows only alternating signal. Now this alternating signal voltage reaches, input signal voltage reaches which region? It reaches base region. So this is the use of capacitor here. Similarly, we are using another capacitor C2 here. Again, this capacitor C2 blocks this DC voltage, and it allows only the alternating voltage, output alternating voltage. Now see here, whenever there is a change in input current, this is the input current, this is the input voltage. Whenever the input voltage is applied, there will be some input current. The input current is given to base region. Now whenever there is input base current, what will happen? There will be a collector current. Whenever we are giving some input signal, this input signal, voltage signal, will cause a base current. Due to this base current, there will be a collector current. Now suppose we know that this input signal is changing with respect to time. We know that this input signal is changing with respect to time. So what will happen? Definitely this base current will also change with respect to time. Due to change in base current, definitely there will be a change in collector current also. So let me write down the equation using this particular circuit diagram. What will be the input region equations? I will be applying Kirchhoff law. If I apply Kirchhoff law directly, I will be getting, what is the equation that I am getting? V input voltage signal will be equals to current through the base region and resistance through the base region plus VBB. I hope you understood this. This is something like this. I am applying input voltage is equals to RBIB plus VBB. Similarly, for output region, I can write, output signal is equals to VCC minus collector current and output resistance, that is RL. This is RL represents load resistance, that is nothing but this is output resistance also. RB is nothing but input resistance. IC is nothing but output current. IB is nothing but input current. So you can remember this. So by applying Kirchhoff law, I am getting these two equations. VI is equals to IB RB plus VBB, and V0 is equals to VCC minus IC. So let me write this equation in other slide. Input voltage and output voltage equation once again. What was the input voltage equation? We got input voltage as base current into resistance plus input DC battery which we have applied. And what was the output voltage? We got the output voltage is equals to VCC minus IC into load resistance, that is nothing but output resistance. Now I know that this input voltage signal is changing with respect to time. So I can write change in input voltage is equals to this change in input voltage produces a change in base current and RB remains constant. Now what will happen to this VBB? See, VBB, we consider the change is very small and we consider this as constant, and then change in this VBB will become what? It will become 0. Because if VBB is constant, then change in VBB will become 0. So I am neglecting this thing. Similarly, change in output voltage due to change in input voltage will become, this VCC will also become 0, and this causes a change in collector current, and this is RL. So finally I am getting input voltage delta VI, change in input voltage as change in base current into RB, and output voltage I am getting as delta V0 is equals to minus delta IC into RL. Now we are supposed to derive three formulas here. What is the first formula? First we will be deriving current amplification factor beta AC. Yesterday we have, in the previous video we have studied regarding the current amplification factor for common base, common collector and common emitter configuration. So for common emitter we use beta symbol. So what was that? It was output current by change in output current by change in input current. What is that? Beta IC is given as delta IC by delta IB. So this is one of the important formula which you have to remember. Now let's find out the next formula, that is voltage gain. Voltage gain, it is represented by symbol AV. Voltage gain is nothing but output voltage by input voltage. What is the formula for output voltage we got? We got the answer as delta minus delta IC by RL divided by delta IB into RB. This can be further written as delta IC divided by delta IB into this RL by RB is nothing but resistance gain. This is called as resistance gain. Output resistance by input resistance. This delta IC by delta IB is nothing but current amplification factor. So I can write minus beta AC into resistance gain. Now this is the formula for voltage gain. What is the significance of minus here? See here, if the input signal is like this, after amplifying it, the output has become something like this. Means there is a phase shift of 180 degree. There is a phase shift of 180 degree between input signal and output signal. This is one of the most important point you have to remember. In case of common emitter transistor as an amplifier, there will be a phase shift of 180 degree between input and output. Now let us find out the next thing, that is voltage gain. This voltage gain is already found out. Let us find out the power gain. Power gain. Now power gain formula is, I am writing directly. Power gain is directly given as square of the current amplification factor into resistance gain. Square of the current amplification factor into resistance gain. I hope you got these three important formulas. One is one of the most important formulas regarding power gain. Other important formula is regarding the voltage gain, and the other important formula is regarding the current amplification factor. So now let us move on to the formulas. The power gain can further be written as the change in voltage gain, output voltage gain by change in input voltage gain also. So let us solve the problems. While solving the problems, if any problem comes, let us study regarding that. So let us move on to the numerical problems. So here we are having first JEE problem. This is JEE 2016 problem and this is JEE 2017 problem. Let us see what is the JEE 2016 problem. So here he has given common emitter configuration and alpha and beta. Here he has given the relation between current amplification factor, where alpha represents current amplification factor in common base region and beta represents current amplification factor in common emitter region. So he is asking the incorrect relation between alpha and beta. I know that this relation is correct. In the previous video I have given this relation, alpha is equals to beta by 1 plus beta. This relation is correct. Alpha is equals to beta by 1 minus beta. This is wrong. If I solve this relation, I will be getting 1 by alpha is equals to 1 plus beta by beta. Again I will be getting alpha is equals to beta divided with 1 plus beta. So this relation is also right and this relation is wrong. So here this is the multiple answer type question. So which are the options which are right? Second option and fourth option is correct, whereas first option and third option is wrong. I hope you remember this relation. So now let us move on to the next question. This is the JEE Mains 2017 question. What is the question he has given? In a common emitter amplifier. See here he has given common emitter amplifier circuit. Which transistor he has given? He has given NPN transistor. The phase difference between input and output voltages are. I said that in case of common emitter NPN transistor as an amplifier, if the input signal is something like this, then the output signal will become what? There will be a phase change. How much phase change will be there? There will be a phase shift of 180 degree between input and output voltage. So which one is the correct answer? Option 2 is the correct answer. Now let us move on to the next problem. So this is the NEET 2017 problem. What is the question he has given? He has given common emitter transistor amplifier. The audio signal voltage across the collector. The voltage across the input voltage he has given. Input voltage VI is how much? 3 volts he has given. The resistance of collector resistance RC, how much he has given? 3 kilo ohm he has given. And the current gain is 100. In case of common emitter transistor, what will be the current gain represented? Current gain is represented by beta. How much he has given current gain? Current gain in beta is 100. And next he has given the base resistance. Base resistance is how much? RB is equals to 2 kilo ohm. Now what he is asking you to calculate? He is asking you to calculate the voltage and power gain. What is the formula for voltage gain? I know that formula for voltage gain is given as AB is equals to beta into resistance gain. Resistance gain. So what is the value of beta he has given? Beta is 100. And what is the formula for resistance gain? Resistance gain is nothing but output resistance by input resistance. If I substitute here, what I am getting? 100 into output resistance is nothing but collector resistance. So this is 3 kilo ohm. What is input resistance? Input resistance nothing but 2 kilo ohm. 2 kilo ohm. So 2 ones, 2 50s. So 50 into 3 will how much? It will become 150. So where is 150 in the options? So option C will be the right answer. Let us calculate voltage power gain also. What is the formula for power gain? Power gain is nothing but beta square into resistance gain. Beta square into resistance gain. Beta square into resistance gain. So beta square is nothing but 100 square into again resistance gain is output resistance by input resistance. So this will be something 15,000. So power gain will be 15,000 and voltage gain will be 150. Problem was asked in NEET 2016. So let us solve how we can do this problem. Let us write down the given things. What is the thing he is saying? He is telling that common emitter transistor. So this is common emitter transistor. The audio signal voltage across collector resistance. Collector resistance means output resistance. Output resistance. How much he has given? He has given 2 kilo ohms. And the audio signal voltage is, what is there at collector resistance? Definitely it will be output voltage, because in output region only we'll be having collector resistance. So output voltage he has given. How much he has given? V0. Next, what he said? He said that if the current amplification factor is represented by beta. How much he has given? 100 he has given. Current amplification factor of a transistor is 100. And the base resistance is 1 kilo ohm. So the input resistance, that is nothing but base resistance. How much he has given? 1 kilo ohm. What he is asking us to calculate? He is asking us to calculate input signal voltage. Means he is asking you to calculate input voltage. That is the reason he has given output voltage. Now I know the formula that voltage gain is given as output voltage by input voltage, and this is nothing but beta into output resistance by input resistance. Let us substitute the values. Output voltage, how much he has given? Output voltage 4 volts he has given. Input voltage we have to find. What is the value of beta he has given? Beta value is nothing but 100. Output resistance, how much is the output resistance? RC, that is nothing but 2 kilo ohm. And input resistance is nothing but 1 kilo ohm. So I will be getting the answer as 4 volt by input voltage is equals to 200. From this I can write input voltage is equals to 4 volt by 200. If you solve this, you will be getting the answer as 0.02 volts. Here you will be getting the answer as 0.02 volts. Now let us see the options. Here answer is in millivolts. If I convert this into milli, this will become 20 millivolts. If I convert this into millivolts, this will become 20 millivolts. So which one is the correct answer? D is the right answer. Remaining answer I am getting some 10, 30, 15. But we are getting something 2 here. So the answer is 20 millivolts. I hope you understood this problem. Let's move on to the next problem. So one more question is asked in NEET 2016 as 2 papers were conducted, paper 1 and paper 2. So this is another question asked in the same year 2016. Here he has given NPN transistor is connected in common emitter configuration. So here he has given common emitter configuration and this is the NPN transistor. The load resistance is 800 ohm. Load resistance, collector resistance and output resistance is nothing 800 ohm and is connected to collector circuit. The voltage drop across it is 0.8. So in the output region there is a drop in voltage. Voltage drop, how much he has given? He has given as 0.8 volt. Next, what he has given? He has given that current amplification factor is 0.96. So here he has given the value of beta. Beta is how much? 0.96. And input resistance of the circuit is 192 ohms. So input resistance is given. How much? 192 ohms. Now what he is asking you to calculate? The voltage gain and the power gain of an amplifier. What is the formula for voltage gain? I know the formula for voltage gain is given as current amplification factor into output resistance by input resistance. What is the value of beta? 0.96 into what is the value of R0? R0 is nothing but 800 divided what is the value of R input? Input resistance is nothing but 192. If you solve this, you will be getting the answer as 4. So which options are having 4? So this option is having 4, this option is having 4, this option is having 4. So this option is getting deleted. Now let us calculate power gain. What is the formula for power gain? I said that beta square into resistance gain. What is that resistance gain? Output resistance by input resistance. What is the value of beta? It is nothing but 0.96 whole square into 800 divided by 192. If you solve this, you will be getting the answer as 3.84. So which one is the correct option? Option D is right one. So one option is 4, voltage gain is 4 and power gain is 3.84. I hope you are getting this. See, they are giving the problem based on voltage gain and power gain only. Now let us move on to the next problem. So there is one problem. He has given this problem in 2015. Let us see what is the problem. The input voltage signal of common emitter amplifier has a voltage gain of 150. Here he has given voltage gain beta is equals to 150. Now what input signal he has given? Input signal Vi is equals to, what is that? 2 cos 15t plus pi by 3. Next, what he is asking? He is asking the corresponding output voltage signal. He is asking the corresponding output voltage signal. I know that the phase difference between input signal and output signal in case of common emitter amplifier is how much? It is 180 degree. 180 degree can be written as pi. So if I add this pi to pi by 3 plus pi, how much I am getting? This will become 4 pi by 3. So let me see which option consists of 4 pi by 3. Here, see here, this option is consisting of pi by 3. Wrong answer. This option is consisting of 2 pi by 3. Wrong answer. This option is consisting of 5 pi by 3. Wrong answer. But this option is consisting of 4 pi by 3. So this is my correct answer. This is my correct answer, 4 pi by 3. I know that the phase difference between input and output voltage will be how much? 180 degrees. So what I did, I have added a 180 degrees here. So what will happen? So if both of them are added, we will be getting what? I will be getting 4 pi by 3. So I hope you understood. The correct option is which one? The correct option is option B. So let us move on to the next problem. So this problem is asked in NEET 2012. What is the question he has given? He has given a common emitter transistor amplifier. The audio signal voltage across the collector resistance. Collector resistance, load resistance is nothing but output resistance. How much he has given? 2 kilo ohms. So what will be the voltage at collector resistance? It will be output voltage, 2 volts. And next he has given base resistance. Base resistance is nothing but input resistance. How much he has given? He has given 1 kilo ohm. And further he has given the current amplification factor. What is the current amplification factor he has given? Beta is equals to 100 he has given. Now what he is asking you to calculate? He is asking you to calculate input voltage. He is asking you to calculate input voltage. What is the formula? I know that voltage gain is nothing but output voltage by input voltage, that is equals to current amplification factor into output resistance by input resistance. This is nothing but current. What is the output voltage he has given? He has given the output voltage as 2 volt. We are supposed to find input voltage. What is the value of beta he has given? Beta is nothing but 100. And what is the output resistance? Output resistance nothing but collector. How much? 2 kilo ohm. And what is the input resistance? Input resistance nothing but 1 kilo ohm. So these two things get cancelled. So I can write 2 by Vi is equals to 100 into 2, that is nothing but 200. That is nothing but Vi is equals to 2 divided by 200. So this will be the answer, 0.01 voltage. But see here the answers are given as 0.1 volt. This option is wrong. 1 volt, this option is wrong. We have to see whether this is 1 millivolt or 10 millivolt. So if I write in terms of 10, this will become 10 millivolt. Because here, this I can write this option. If I write this one, this will become 1 into 10 power minus 2 volt. Here no option is there. So if I multiply it with 10 and divide it with 10, this will become 10 into 10 power minus 3 volt. This is nothing but 10 millivolts. So which one is the correct option? 10 millivolts is the correct option. I hope you understood this problem. So this is the question which is, this is the last problem we are doing. This is the question which was asked in 2000 NEET examination, 2019 NEET examination. What is this 2019 NEET examination question? He has given a circuit. The input voltage he has given. What is the input voltage? Input voltage is 20 volt. And further he said that this base emitter voltage is 0. VB is 0. And further what he said? VC is also 0. The collector emitter voltage is also 0. What he is asking you to find? He is asking you to find base current. He is asking you to find collector current. He is asking you to find current amplification factor. First of all, let us find the base current. Input voltage is given and input resistance is given. RB is given. How much is RB? 500 kilo ohm. I know that input voltage is equals to input current, that is IB into RB. From this I can write IB is equals to input voltage divided by RB. What is the value of input voltage? How much input voltage he has given? He has given 20 volts as input voltage. What is the resistance? Input resistance? This is 500. this 0 cancels. This will become 1 by 50, 1 by 25. 2 ones are 225. So here you will be getting the answer as 0.04 amperes. 0.04 amperes. If you convert this into micro, how much you will be getting? You will be getting something as 40 microamps. So here this option is wrong. This option is wrong. So our answer could be this one or this one. Either it could be third option or fourth option. Let us see the next one. IC. I can write output voltage is equals to collector current into collector resistance. From this I can write IC is equals to V0 by RC. Now what is the output voltage here? Output voltage is given. Output collector resistance is here. Output voltage is here. How much is the output voltage? 20. What is the output resistance? This is nothing but 4 kilo ohms. So what is the answer I will be getting? IC is equals to 20 divided by 4 kilo is nothing but 4 into 10 power of 3 ohms. So finally what will the answer you will be getting? 4 ones 4, 5 4 the 20. So this will become 5 into 10 power minus 3 ohms. So this is nothing but 5 milliamperes. 5 milliamperes. So which option is right? Here I am getting 5 milliamperes. So definitely this will be the correct answer. Let us calculate beta also. What is the beta? Beta we know that output current divided by input current. That is nothing but collector current divided by base current. What is the answer you got for collector current? You got it for 5 milliamperes. What is the answer you got for base current? It is nothing but 40 microamps. If you solve this, you'll be getting the answer as 125. The gain will be 125. I hope you understood which type of problems that are being asked from the transistor. Very easy problems are being asked. Definitely you can easily get 4 marks for NEET examination, whereas 2 to 3 marks for the JEE main entrance examination, and same questions will be asked for MCET examination. I hope you understood this video.